Hi, my name's Eric, and I'd like to tell you about my Worksheet Browser tool that I created for Excel. You can get it on Etsy, but I'll give you that information later. So once you install the Excel add-ins, you'll get a Worksheet Browser tab. It says WS Browser. It comes with all three Worksheet browsers, and it's got this little box of information, but that's primarily there so you don't have to go as far over to hit the buttons. Um, so you got your basic browser. It's made up of a couple things. You got a refresh button, you got a minimize button, and you got a close button. You've also got the list of workbooks that are open. You can see there's quite a lot of workbooks up here, 6 or 7. And you got a list of worksheets, and then you've got another list of worksheets. It's going to be the same worksheets. We'll get into that later. You got a couple buttons for hiding and unhiding, and then a list of hidden sheets. So I'm going to do this all at once, well, 3 browsers, so you can see them all together. So you have the regular browser, and then you have the extended version, which is similar. It's the same thing, just it's wider vision, so you can see more of the titles and such. And it's a little bit bigger. And you got the compact version, which is good for laptops and such. And the hide unhide and the browse are on 2 different tabs. So how this works is very simple. I'm going to use the EX because that's the one I use the most because I like seeing more. As you click on the different workbooks, and it changes between the workbooks for you in the background. You can see it's just jumping to different workbooks. If you look at the names in the top left, you'll see. Um, we'll look at this one. This one I created today. It's got 100 worksheets in it. You can see them all listed here if you scroll down. And we'll click on some. You can see the data will change, but it's pretty much the same layout in every tab, just the numbers change. And so that's the basic thrust of the browser. You can switch between workbooks. You can switch between tabs on the workbooks. I'm sorry, let me refresh a couple so you can see it's working on all of them. Sales, refresh, refresh. So you can see it's doing the same thing in all of them. So let's talk about the hide and unhide. It's also really simple. You can hold your mouse button and drag to select sheets. You can control click to select sheets. You can shift click to select sheets. However you want to do it's fine. I'm going to select all the sheets, say except for 3. And I'm going to click the down arrow for hiding. The red ones are very hidden. I'll get that in a second. You click down arrow and hit them all. You can see all the worksheets are gone from the bottom, and they're all showing here in the hidden. And they're all showing there in the hidden. Whoops. Here we go. They're in hidden here. And if you look at the unhide option here, you can see it lists all the workbooks here. So this unhide them again. We'll unhide them all at once. Okay, and they're all unhidden that quick. That's how easy that was. So we're going to do something a little different now. I'm going to hide 3 of them regularly, and I'm going to do very hidden on 3 other ones. Very hidden is something that developers use so that the layman cannot see the worksheets even when they go to unhide. So you see we have 6 hidden. The very hiddens have a little V in front of them. That was intentional. And if you go to unhide, you only see the 3 that are regularly hidden. The very hiddens don't show up here. So that's great. You'll still see them in the VBA browser though. So if you go to your Alt F11, the very hiddens will still show here, but the regular Joe user doesn't really use those much, if at all. But unhiding is the same thing. You just unhide the same way. You push the up arrow, and they're all unhidden again. In fact, it's very hide a couple again, so you can see it does it in all of them. Really, it's about the basic thrust of the whole workbook. Is you browse between workbooks, you browse between worksheets, and you hide and unhide as you need, and it shows you what's hidden and what's not. There is a couple other little things. You see where it says hide and unhide is available on all of these. If the workbook is protected, I can never remember what sheet that's on. Bear with me. Here it is, protect workbook. So if the workbook's protected, you'll refresh these. You can see and you get a new message, the hide unhide is not available, which means you can click these and select them and push a button, but it's not going to do anything because the workbooks, that protects the structure of the workbook, so it's not allowed to change. So I just put a message in there so you know. That doesn't happen often, but it's something to keep in mind. If it does happen, you're like, why isn't this button working? Just check the message. You may have to unprotect a workbook. So if you unprotect it, and then refresh it. You see it comes back to is available, and you can hide again if you want. Okay, I'm going to close these other two. Oh, I should mention too that you can still refresh even when it's minimized. It may not matter. Another nice thing is you can drag these wherever you want on your screen, and there's a memory. So if you close them, go back to your tab, they'll come back right to where you left them. So no matter where you put it, it'll come right back. It's the same location. So that's great for doing things. If you want to leave it on the screen while you're working, you can still work in your workbooks. It's not going to affect typing or anything. It can sit there in residence. It might affect alt tabbing back and forth between workbooks. You might get stuck in that a couple times, but it's not a huge detriment. I'm going to go open the compact one up one more time because it's got one more information tab that the other two don't have. This is basically talking about the couple of limitations of all three of the worksheet browsers. One of the limitations is when you have two workbooks open from the same or two worksheets open from the same workbook, like two views, right? So if you open a new window, see how it says animal types 2 here? Well, there's also an animal types 1 here. Okay, and so the worksheet browser is only going to show one of the animal types. It's only going to show the first one. It's not going to show the second one. So it's always going to jump to the first window of that. Not a big deal, but it's something to think about. Let's see. The other limitation is that this doesn't support workbook browsing across multiple instances of Excel. If you don't know what an instance of Excel is, then you don't need to worry about it. You probably don't use it. If you do know what it is, just be aware that you can open browsers, like worksheet browsers, in each instance if you want to. Quick rundown of instances. Imagine you have 2 books, right? Each book is Excel. You can open one book up and flip to 3 or 4 pages at the same time with your fingers and hold it open. Each one of those pages, think of it as like an Excel window. Right, so every time you click Excel to open a workbook or use the open feature open workbook, it's open it inside the same Excel book. If you do a new instance, you got a second Excel book off to the other hand, and they don't interact together. That's what an instance is. So if you've never used it, it won't make any difference to you. Let's see, any other features I want to mention? Oh, I guess I should mention if you close a couple books, like say we close this book, there's nothing in here, right? You can see that the bar went away. So when you're less than what's available, the slide bar goes away, so it's not always in the way. And I think that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, but you can get the tool on Etsy. This is my shop address there. My name's Eric, and I hope if you decide to get the tool, you enjoy using it. I use it quite a bit. Anyway, thanks so much for your time.